A strange visit. Something feels off. Find out what's going on. Ooh, incoming outsider. Although none of this should be weird for Corvo.
Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow.
Oh boy. Well, before we leave this room, is there anything in this room worth a look at? Not really. All right. Interesting. Whoa!
I remember this endless cold. Where are you? You might as well show yourself.
Man! I love this game.
Corvo, old friend. Do I even have to say it? You've lost another empress. Delilah was born a pawn, but now she's got the throne. 15 years ago, the assassin Dowd could have warned you about her if you'd bothered to ask, but you were too busy for questions. Times have changed, Corvo, and you haven't been watching the dark corners of the world. Maybe living in a palace has made you soft. What happens when you push a man farther than he ever thought he could go? Does he snap? And what happens when he tries to go home? Maybe you'll finally learn what it feels like to kill an empress. Dowd could have told you about that, too.
Whoa, okay. First off, hold the phone on what's on the screen right now. We'll get back to that in a second. Two things. One, the Dowd and Delilah storyline, totally canon. The question is, which ending is canon? It clearly isn't the one where she's put in a painting, so what is the story there? Two, that whale that just flew by, straight up almost a confirmation of my theory from the first game. In the first game, I was convinced the outsider was one of the whales, because the whales are magical beasts in this world, and they're being harvested for essentially the oil, this magical oil inside of them, right? So I thought in the first game that the outsider was one of the whales reaching out to Corvo, testing mankind to see what kind of people they were. And I guess that goes back to my choices here, and that I can either accept his mark or not. And if I don't, I guess that's sort of a we don't need you kind of thing, but I like the idea of accepting his mark and again proving to him that there are good people and we're not all bad. I like that he's testing me.
I felt this so long ago. The void. It was still there all along. Never thought I'd be here again.
Oh, Blink tutorial. Great. Whoop.
Feels as good as I remember.
And as easy. Let's do a, there we go. Whoop.
Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne.
God. Why the outsider got to make his realm filled with jump scares? That freaked me out. Oh, damn. The lighting on this guy, the first time you see him, doesn't do justice to how gruesome his death was. Damn. That guy got, like, corkscrewed. The man got corkscrewed.
I've been here before.
Oh, shit. Is it the heart?
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Jessamine, if all I can hear are the last echoes of your voice, that's enough.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
They just 100% confirmed a theory I had from the first game. In the first game, you don't quite know who the heart is, but you definitely know that it's someone related to you. And I was like, oh, it's Jessamine. It has to be. It has to be Jessamine. They just came out and said it this time. Oh, I mean, even though I always knew, the fact that it's confirmed, the fact that Corvo walks around with the heart of his lover who tells him secrets,
There are no stars in the sky here. There is no sky.
Ooh, yeah. So one of the things the heart does, if you point it at someone, it gives you information about them that they would never tell you, right? All their secrets. And if you're not pointing it at someone, it either gives you information about the area you're in or little tidbits about the heart.
You shouldn't be here. No one should. In thousands of years, few have seen this place. 2 were empresses.
Interesting.
There's a strange power in this place. I will never walk in the sun again. I know it now. The one who took my life walks the world still.
What? So
But he has withdrawn.
Dowd is still out there then? So Dowd's out there. So wait, what's the ending of...
Such a short time ago, I was a girl, then a young woman, in love, then an empress. Now what am I?
A guide, I guess? One that just told me that Dowd being alive is canon?
I remember the last day I saw you, out behind the tower. She carries your lessons within her, mine as well. My heart is made of muscle and sinew, but metal and glass as well, and other things.
Ooh, do you think I can get anything from these guys? No? I don't get any... I guess they're not real, so... Wait, yo, who is that?
Who is Delilah, really? Jessamine's sister? Bearing the outsider's mark.
That doesn't even matter. Who's... Is that the crown killer? Yo. Yo. Can we do one of those theory crafting things? What if it's my sister? Look, I'm hung up on that sister thing. I'm just putting it out there.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Well, yeah, in the first one, she wanted to become Emily, like take over Emily's body. So, meet with Megan Foster and discuss a plan of action before taking the skiff to Karnaca.
Maybe I got lazy. Fell asleep at my post. Somehow everything I love is at risk. Again. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18, boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor, and I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. For over 3 decades, I've lived in a palace, watching over the people I love. I've had an empress die in my arms, and raised another from birth. Who would have thought I'd come back home, the most wanted man in the Isles, following the trail of a monstrous killer? What would that 18-year-old think of me now?
Was I dreaming, or it wasn't a dream? Ooh, all right, bone charms. We'll get to those in a second. Bone charms and runes and stuff. They're things you can equip and also upgrade your powers with. Travelogue? Ooh, letter from Corvo. A letter from Corvo? What? Oh, it's to the Mayhews. I'm deeply sorry to inform you that your daughter, Captain Alexei Mayhew, was killed in action during the recent coup in Dunwall. Alexei was brave, loyal, and selfless until the end, and she always had been, since the day she fought alongside the Empress and saved her from the carriage attack while they were just kids. Emily never had a better friend. It has been an honor to know and work with your daughter. Be assured that as soon as Emily is restored to the throne, and I swear she will be, I'll make sure Alexei's death is properly memorialized. With all my sympathy, Corvo Atano. Damn. Corvo out for double revenge. I liked Alexei too. I'm down with it. All right. So let's look at my powers. So currently I have a Wind Blast and Possession and Devouring Swarm, so stuff from the first one. Dark Vision, jumping on that train immediately. I have my Blink ability. Bend Time, Strength Enhancement, Vitality Enhancement, Reflexes, Agility, Bone Charm Crafting, and Shadow Kill. Well, I'm not even going to use that one. But yo, immediately jumping on this. This is a game changer. Upgrade the power! Yes. Cool. Now let's take a look at these Bone Charms. Oh wow, I have plenty of spaces to put them. Upgrade your gear at the black market shops to unlock. Okay, so I don't have that many spaces, but so far so good. Sometimes supernatural powers consume no mana. Yo! Bullet packs have a slight chance of containing +1 bullet. I will never need or use that. Actually, maybe for like collecting and selling, or maybe on the robotman. If I see those guys, I just don't know what the chaos ranking of killing a robot is. So the travelogue is just Corvo's notes. Okay. New Year. For most people, a new year means renewed hope and promises. Me, I just hate the memories that get dredged up. Today, third day of the month of Earth, would have been Jessamine's birthday. We used to take a skiff out on the river before dawn, bringing a good bottle of sparkling wine, just to take a few moments to watch the sun rise together, alone for a while, before she got caught up in her duties for the day. All these years later, why am I still thinking about it? The anniversary. The worst time of year. These weeks leading up to the anniversary of Jessamine's murder. I run through it all again. If I had just been there a moment sooner, or known about Dowd, if I'd just been a bit stronger, faster, smarter. If. One moment she was here, the next in my arms, slipping away. Nothing I could do. Yes, I still grieve. The whole world still grieves, and so we mark the day she was murdered with somber speeches and trumpets. The month of harvest can't come soon enough. Dishonored. Damn, title drop. Feels like it did all those years ago. Jessamine and me just a moment too late. Now Emily. This witch, Delilah, the most powerful magic I've ever seen. She tore away the outsider's mark and made Emily into stone. I will find a way to undo it, and to undo Delilah herself, along with her accomplice, Duke Bell. Somehow, I'll make sure they pay for what they've done to Emily. I've dealt with that weasel Ramsey for a start, but thanks to Delilah and the Duke, the whole Empire thinks I'm the crown killer. But for now, I'm on a boat, heading away from Dunwall toward my homeland. Seems absurd to write it down. The captain is Megan Foster. She says she's friends with Anton Sokolov, the old royal physician. I have no choice but to trust her for now. We sail to Sarkonos. At least it gives me time to think. I need a plan. A plan to save Emily and pull Delilah from the throne she stole. I'd almost forgotten the way it feels to walk in the void, that sickening sensation like falling, like being abandoned by everything you've ever known. And the outsider, those dead eyes of his, limitless black. Of course, he offered me the same gift. I thought I might refuse, just to let him know I won't be a part of his games. But then I remembered Emily, trapped by Delilah's magic, so I took it. Anything I can use against the Duke and Delilah, anything to defeat them and save my daughter. If this gift comes with a price, I just hope it's not too steep. And what will his other gift cost me? Jessamine's beloved voice, trapped in the same strange contraption that kept me company 15 years ago. I've been trying to forget about it, but it is comforting to be able to talk to her again. And yet, it's not entirely the person I knew anymore. We finally arrived at Karnaca. I haven't seen the city in years. Nobody's waiting for me there. Neither the people nor the Duke. That's cool. So I can write my own lore. Anything else here? Oh, goodbye, Karnaca. Goodbye, my Karnaca. Well, it was pure luck, but I managed to get a passage to Morley aboard a decent ship. The Dreadful Whale, it's called. Is that a mistake? Shouldn't it be the Dreadful Whale, like the sea beast? I didn't want to risk pointing something like that out to the captain. That Foster lady. She looks like the sort to dump a disagreeable passenger overboard without a second thought. Goodbye, Karnaca. I won't miss you. Times are getting bad there. I don't know what's more unbearable. Breathing mine dust all day long, or hearing the constant ramblings of Duke Luca Abel over the street speakers. Every bar I play in, some drunk asks me to sing a song, either making the Duke sound like a hero of the people, or the opposite, the worst villain in a generation. I got sick of it pretty fast. It'll take a few weeks to get to Morley, give or take some days, depending on the currents and winds. But I appreciate the company of Captain Foster and the other passenger, a Tivian scholar, I think. Ooh, I bet I know who that is. I try to help out around the boat as much as I can, cooking, cleaning, and repairing stuff, playing guitar for them at night. I hope they don't throw me to the sharks when they find out I'm dirt broke. I won't be able to pay my fare when we reach Morley. Morley and food seems to suit Captain Foster. She likes the way I use lots of sugar and toss a shot of whiskey into all my recipes. Even if she's groused at the end of the week for how many of the supplies I'd gone through. Spent the night on deck with Megan and Anton, yup. Though he slept in a chair nearby, wrapped in a goat-haired blanket that looks like it hasn't been washed since it was on the goat's back. I played the guitar while Megan and I drank rum and whiskey, singing sad old Sarkonan ballads and giving silly names to the stars. She even hummed along with me when she got drunk enough, but mostly preferred to listen. Said I have the same voice as someone she knew once, a long while back. Off and on, I hear her playing the same old audiograph in her cabin, making me wonder if that's who she was talking about. Maybe I'm feeling jealous. Oh, what a fool I am trying to kiss Megan down in the engine room. She didn't even yell. She just smiled a sad smile, like you would at a child who still believes in night spirits. Tomorrow we'll reach Morley, and I'll disappear as quietly as I can. Decide to leave her my Sarkonan guitar as a souvenir. The only payment I can afford. I hope she'll forgive me. That she'll find whoever she's looking for. Well, that's some interesting backstory. Also explains why that's there. Question. Am I going to be able to keep and store things here? Like the boat? Oh my god, there's collectibles. Y'all, there are collectibles. Yo, crossbow. That's what I've been waiting. What? This isn't a crossbow at all. It's not what you're used to living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. You'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for a symbol depicting two hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Thanks for all that info. Now I'll get my crossbow. Megan. Yo, okay. So Megan, you think there's like some stuff out here for me? Wouldn't that be nice? Maintenance list. Repair the things that got busted up in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now. No, scratch that. Not until I bring him back home, as a show of faith that he will be coming back. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side, and I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Yo, loot. Pay the port tax and look the other way fees to those Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money. Alright, so there's the storage room that's blocked, yes. Can I get that? No. So the question is, can I get in through that window over there? That is a good question.
Must be cursed. Daft old man. This is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
There's a down... Oh my god, this ship is actually really huge. Oh, and the toilet. Put the seat down, jeez. Living like savages.
He's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted.
Oh, we got another thing. Trying to fix the secondary engine. Anton, your idea of improving the head gasket sealing with a guano coating is the worst you ever had. I'll make you sleep in the engine room if you don't fix your mess by tomorrow. Megan, if all inventors were as delicate and short-tempered as you are, you and I would be still paddling around in carved-out logs. Megan, I made some mulberry cake. It's my own recipe, improved by Tivian spices. I left it in the galley. Ah, so that's probably the musician then. I thought it was Anton again. Anton, where are you, old fool? I hope nobody hurt you. I'll find you, I swear. I miss you. Is there any fixing I can do? Not that I think Corvo would know how to... Ooh, crossbow bolts. I don't think Corvo would know how to fix this, per se, but... maybe. You never know. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we need to get upstairs and probably outside so we can go check. Let's see if that window's going to give us access to that room. Oh, wondered what that was. There's just rats out there. Oh, and there's
The
fish right
jewel
there.
of the South. My homeland.
It's beautiful. Oh, wow, we're like right in the port, too. They've got wind technology already blasting. What? It's old Buckethead. That's a mean. So, before I just plop down there, let's, there's the maintenance room. Storage. This is going to be where I came from. So where was that window? Am I a crazy person? Was it on the hall? Rats, what are you even doing? We're just running around having a good time, Corvo. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. Just trying to lay the land of my ship. So this is the bridge. That is some stuff I'm going to take. Those are controls that probably I shouldn't be messing with. Ooh, and that is a diary or something.
Dunwall seems so far away. I'll come back soon, Emily. I promise.
Dreadful whale accounting. 32 coins out, 25 coins out, 50 coins out, 20 coins out. Wow, she's just throwing away money on chicken, potatoes, and oil. Oh, but she does make 6 coins at one point. I wonder how this syncs up with the musician's timeline. Anyway, the big takeaway is that she's just hemorrhaging money. Ooh. Now what is that right there? Is that the side thing? Yo. All right. See? See? We'll just pop it right here. Oh, nice. That works perfectly. See? Empty bottles, weird things. Is there stuff over here? A Reflection on My Journey to the Pandician Continent by Anton Sokolov, Chapter 15. Ooh, here comes that mystery. At dawn, I set out with the group that foraged east and included 2 other natural philosophers and 4 crewmen. We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly here, and slowly made our way away from shore and up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several species of flora I surmised no human had ever set eyes on previously, when suddenly, young Mr. Gravit from the academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had him bayed to pick an unfortunate place to step. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many in number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravit from the insects, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Mr. Gravit, however, was bitten or stung, as I would eventually discover, so many times he was barely recognizable. Swollen unto deformity over every inch of his person. Moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing me with precious samples. See, I've been telling you, Pandacia is a messed up place. It's also incredibly fascinating. Also, we're taking these. Oh my god. Can I not, there we go. Yo, incendiary bullets? Can I just, yeah! Hey, nice. That's called teamwork, y'all. Is there anything else here I can mess with? Can we get back here and give it a look? Oh, there's a rune here?
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies. Those around you cannot see me. I am here and not here when you call to me. I heard a story once of a sailor caught forever in a fog. It traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor. There will come a time when we must part. I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells. If we should become parted someday, remember that I know exactly who you are, and that I treasure you.
Can I just jump overboard? Because I want to do that. Are you kidding me? There's a rune just in the water? Alright, F it. I'm in. How do I... Look, Corvo, it's just water. It ain't even that bad. Okay, we got runes carried 1. Oh, fuck! Well, that's what's killing me. We were gonna go explore that area, but nope, not anymore. I don't want to get eaten. Alright, well, screw you, shitty fish. Damn. I got the jump. I got the jump on me. We'll just take my rune and go back. And if there was gold and stuff down there, I'm gonna let the fish have it. They want it more than me. They want it more than me.
I wonder if you remember me as I was. Sometimes I think of those days. Do you?
Can I get some insight on her?
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known. Megan, she can be trusted to a point. But I cannot see past the anger. That much rage can hide things.
Interesting. Alright. Crown Killer strikes again. Is there anything else in this room that Oh my god. Perfect. Oh, and bread. Oh, jelly deals. Probably should leave some of that. Don't want to get mad at me. Oh god, I can get some pear soda. Oh my gosh. The Shindari Gift, a study. The hell? On the effect of winds on the Kanakan landmass and resulting economic positions. Whale oil, liquid power. How astonishing that within those beasts, inside the oil harvested along with their flesh, was enough power to see the Isles through these tumultuous years. And it all seemed limitless. But now the lights begin to dim. Our fisher folk say the great beasts are increasingly rare. Not all places will suffer the loss equally, my fellow natural philosophers. Karnaca has a unique feature, the cleft of Shindare Peak, through which the winds are channeled and amplified. As whale oil begins to run short, with the cost of finding the remaining leviathans escalating beyond the worth of the oil itself, Karnaca will find itself ascendant among the Isles. That explains those, wind farms outside. Whoa.
When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Cool. But first...
Mortimer Ramsey, the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you.
I hope Sokolov is all right. Wherever he is.
You and me both.
Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this.
But it's a city on the way down. And the bloodflies are bad this year.
Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years?
Okay, ooh, look at this. So there's the ghastly murders of the Crown Killer.
As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy, vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. Sokolov always seemed ageless. Not now. With that watchtower, the only way to get to Addermeyer is through the carriage station.
Alright. Anything else? More information? A Delilah portrait?
Sokolov's style. It's Delilah.
Anton started it just before he was taken. They've got history, but he wouldn't say more.
Oh, we definitely need to backstory all of this. Okay. So where was that hatch room that I just opened up to? Is it back in here? Ah, there it is. Okay. What the hell? What? You're just keeping blood flies in here? Well, that... Sokolov, what are you doing? You crazy bastard.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Well, all right then. Wow. Also,
When this crisis has passed, you must promise to release me.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm very concerned about this, because I want to see if that's the thing I can touch and mess with in there. But I also don't want to kill a bunch of bloodflies or fight bloodflies, because holy crap, look at them. Let's look around the room first. Sokolov's note, bloodfly study. I've wondered whether I have another book in me. The bloodfly epidemic, coupled with basic information on life cycle and behavior, might make an excellent project for this old natural philosopher. Bloodflies are exotic insects, unlike anything else found in Sarkonos. I suspect they originated on the Pandician continent. In groups of 3 or fewer, they are harmless. Individuals won't attack, leading me to speculate that each emits a scent that has a collective effect on larger numbers of bloodflies. Bloodflies are attracted to rapid movement and sound. Their nests can be broke apart, scattering the swarm, and in particular, the nests are quite susceptible to fire. The insects require fresh corpses to lay their eggs, which hatch in breathtaking fashion after a very short time. More corpses in a Sarkonan city, say during a crisis or plague, mean more bloodflies. Interestingly, in the last part of the bloodfly's life cycle, they calm a great deal. Leaving the swarm, they molt, causing the wings to drop off. Afterward, each bloodfly lives a solitary existence. Very odd. Bloodflies are largely restricted to the south, performing warmer climates, like certain aging natural philosophers. So basically what that just told me is if I kill a bunch of people, the high chaos penalty is going to be a lot of bloodflies. Like in the first one, it was a lot of rats. Oh, here we go. It's the start of the Pandician continent book. A colleague of mine owns a stunning map of the known world, adorned with curlicues and sea beasts. It is a cherished spot over her mantle. She paid handsomely for it, and was so bristled when I enumerated the various errors, chief among them, of course, the size and placement of the Pandician continent. Oh, how cartographers are loath to show how small and distant our empire really is compared to that giant landmass, as if Pandicia were but a few days' journey from Erin. Every veteran ship captain knows that it takes months to reach those shores. I had no doubt that Pandicia was rich in resources, but a place must be understood if we ever hope to exploit its myriad treasures. These were my thoughts as I agreed to join the ill-fated expedition, and so it was, on the 3rd day of the month of Earth, under calm gray skies, the great sea vessel Antonia Aquilio set sail with captain, crew, researchers, and myself, 38 of us in total, for what would be the most terrifying and spiritually draining experience of my life. Telling ya, Pandicia changed people. Anton Sokolov's investigation notes. Why can't an old man enjoy his last years in a warmer climate, with good wines and spicy foods, without stumbling into another nest of aristocratic vipers eager to coil around the heart of this empire? As I've learned more each week for months now, I've found my mind turning over the movements beneath the surface here in Karnaca. Duke Luca Bell in some inner circle that even seems to include Captain Mortimer Ramsey of the Dunwall City Watch, a betrayal that boggles the mind. How many others are involved? They aim their venom at our dear Empress, young Emily, that much is certain. But when will they strike and how? Do I dare spend another month gathering stray bits of esoteric information, linking it together with what we already know? Can we even afford another week? Or should Megan and I set out for Bristol tonight, taking the leaky tub up through the canal? Corvo will not hesitate. He will act as soon as I hand over what I know, and if I'm too hasty, it might be his undoing, coming home to his native Sarkonos without some critical piece of knowledge about this affair. And then there's the Crown Killer to worry about. That fiend is part of Duke Bell's schemes, as I suspect. How long until the dreadful whale catches the Duke's eye? Okay, I feel like we're about to get crazy up in here. Oh, God. And... smash! Oh, well, that worked out much better than I thought it would. It was worth 5. That's all that matters to me. All right. Grab some more stuff. Anything else? Perfect. It works great.
If he isn't tinkering or painting, Sokolov's chasing life. Or used to.
I guess that's it. Doesn't appear to be anything else in here that I can mess with. Ooh, there's one more book. Cards. I guess this is where they were playing cards and chilling out. Blood of the Abel House, Chapter 4, Introduction. This chapter will focus on Adithia Abel, steward of Coyero. With sword in hand, she swept the marshes of raiders, sacrificing her life for Sarkonos. We will provide newly uncovered insights into the exploits of Verbinos Abel, who built the ornate wooden bridges of Sagunto. Follow along as we map out the expansions occurring under the Abels, through which trade routes in the other isles were established, bringing riches to the nation-state. Even as waves of settlers continue to join Sarkonos from Morley, the Abels balance growth against Sarkonan culture. In later chapters, we will detail the times of Theodonis Abel, true son of Sarkonos. Brave and benevolent, he united the East and West as no other before him. Even the rowdy people of Bastilian swore loyalty to him. One isle, one Sarkonos, united under House Abel. Lastly, we will settle on Luca Abel, who rules today, partaking in feasts and merriments of all kinds, bringing joy to our fair isle. Let's go talk to, Megan. I think that's it. I think we've done all the explorations we can do, although that bird right there is just silly and wonderful.
All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide, but Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers. The Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
We're all in the same boat that's Rosario Dawson, right? Like, that's who that voice is? Yeah?
Addermeyer Institute's been there for a long time, but Hypatia wasn't around when I lived in Karnaca.
UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. Hello there, old sport. Me just got to number one out of the plan. The bean please, the tip-top shape, I'm swell shape, and I'm gonna make a fortune for my ass for bull. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! Give me that! No! No! No!